What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to Cop or Drop. Today we have the ultimate team of the season, 15 players. Previous video I talked about ranking them, but now we're going to get into the evaluations. We're looking at links, price points, value, who could fit into your squad, who could improve the team, and it's not just me, not just yours truly, but we also have the main man, good friend of mine, Ivan Lapagna. I know it's late night where you're at right now. I appreciate you getting on. How are you?
It's all good actually. Just got news in that I qualify for the playoffs, so that's good, which means I'm still relevant and I can give you some nice advice which players are maybe good to use in from a pro perspective.
I expect the comment sections to have congrats to Ivan. That was huge. He just slid in last position. And what's interesting this year, we were just talking about it, but with playoffs, everyone's equal. So if Ivan goes on a run, we could be talking FIFA E World Cup. I just want to manifest that.
Yeah, let's see about that. But yeah, we have now ultimate TOTS, right? 15 players looking at.
That's correct. 15 players. I'm going to get right into it. If you guys have not dropped some love on the video, that would be highly appreciated just because it helps share it around to other sources or goes to places. It impacts everything. Let's get started. As always, we're going to go lowest rated up to the highest rated player. We have Cancello, the fullback, the right back.
Yes.
Talk to me, Ivan.
Cancello is one of the best right backs in the game for sure, used by most pros because he is very agile and very stable simply, and some great links. He has the Prem links, he has the City links, so definitely here a massive cop for this guy. And also he's quite cheap as well, actually.
Absolute cop. 170,000 coins currently as this is being recorded. One of my favorite fullbacks in general, and some of you might question the strength statistics, saying, oh, 71 strength. Remember, he's 6 foot tall, which helps from a body type and collisions, in my opinion. So he actually is a little bit better than that 71 strength and extremely agile going forward. Devry, we're coming in quick fire today.
Yes, Devry, well, I think we mentioned that in Serial Thoughts as well, that this guy is just simply going to be too slow. He's going to lack pace for this meta. He's going to be heavy, and that is just simply, despite very cheap price, you should not buy him unless you need him for SBC.
Maybe if you're doing something Serie A, but I was a little disappointed with Devry being the selection for center backs with ultimate team of the season. He's just not there from the FIFA hype levels. Very affordable, 60k, but I'm not excited. So I'm also going to join you. This is a drop. Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
That's not his first name. Yeah, but I just like saying Mo Bamba.
Yeah. I tried him out actually this weekend. Did not really like him too much actually. Despite having very nice dribbling stats, he has 5-star skill moves. I still feel like this year up front, body type has to be lean, and he's average. And the dribbling stats doesn't really feel that good in game, and still quite pricey. So I'm gonna say actually drop. You can go instead with Nif Namor. Gotta be better, I think.
Everybody has their preference. This is our first disagreement today. I've got him as a cop, but I also like the previous versions of Bamba. I liked his 87, which was the headliners. I like the 86 player of the month, which I played a lot of minutes in my club. So maybe I have a little bit of a bias now with the upgraded skill moves. I think my big concern, or my disclaimer for all of you that are picking him up, and his price has come down, he's still expensive, it's over 400,000 coins, is the high work rates. He's not as good from a natural positioning standpoint, but I find him very easy to use on the edge of the box, or if you're trying to make some penetrating passes. But I find his natural position to not be as attacking as I would like. We're going to talk about, I know you love Mertens, I love Mertens. Those high-low work rates, they're noticeable. Fernandes,
yes. Actually played him as well this weekend because I was doing a French team and I played him as a center back. A ratty move, but he was really insane. And maybe the top 3 at least center back I've used this year. Maybe it's not going to be the best fullback going forward because he has double 3 and is maybe not the best on the ball. But if you want to use him as a center back, it's going to be one of the best options in the game. I think the price is quite fine, and also French links. So for me, again, this is a cop.
We talked about this actually, was it last week or the previous week, where Fernandes is kind of an in-between player because he's not super gifted as a fullback offensively. I agree with you. And then not everybody is going to relate with him as a center back, depending how you play, because he's super, I don't want to say agile, but his recovery is at this elite level. So if you play aggressively, he's always going to make a chase back. He's going to give you something there. So I would prefer Mendy as a fullback in comparison to Fernandes, because they're priced similar. I think we're talking like 50,000 coin difference between them. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I think Mendy is better going forward. Also, he has at least the birthday card has double 5, and these things will have a big impact if you want them overlapping. Hernandes, as we mentioned, is a bit limited going forward, not the best week for it again now to Croqueta.
Fair. So that's the, I guess, the review there. I'm also gonna join you. Next up we have Kimmich, which is kind of a reintroduction because he's already had the Team of the Year item.
Yeah, and I think Kimmich looks quite good actually, and the price is very good at the moment. I think around 500,000 coins. He has some good perfect links, I mean hyperlinks. He has Goretzka, he has Miller and Davis at the back. Maybe not having double 4, but the force and weak foot is good enough. And I think with these dribbling stats, defending stats, etc., with here maybe Hunter or Shadow, he's gonna be the perfect midfielder, so a cop here.
Especially with how the game shifted, where you need these center mids to kind of be a little more balanced. I've also have him as a cop very quickly. He's an upgraded Conte because offensively he's so much more gifted. He's a little bit of a pit bull. He's got a bigger body type as well. I really rate Kimmich, and I feel that he maybe deserves some more credit, especially considering the Bundesliga in particular. Maybe the best of the Team of the Season drops. Those players, so many of them are relevant, or they're really big upgrades. You could bring together almost a full Bundesliga team. You don't even need a hybrid, and you could be very competitive throughout the weekend league. Anyways, the point is a cop. Oblak.
Oblak this year has been very good, I think. Also the NIF was very good. He has some good links, I think, from the Spanish league as well. And if you don't like him, I mean 96 is pretty much SBC price, so if you don't like him, you can just put him back into some content, but overall I think he's gonna be very good for you. So for me, this is a cop.
If you're looking at SBC wise, it might be a different opinion, but I've got him as a drop from a usability standpoint because I just prefer the likes of even the Inform Pope. I'm not always a believer in some of the Team of the Season upgrades with goalkeepers. I like Van der Sar, I like Schmeichel, I like a lot of the icon goalkeepers this year, so that's kind of where I stand. I just think there's options that are better.
Great price, really. Maybe not the top 5 keeper, but I think definitely top 10.
Salah. I think I know where you're going to go here. Got a feeling.
Yeah, Salah. Mo Salah, well, every year he just doesn't feel like he has that specialty. I don't know, like his touch is always kind of heavy. He has good stats, dribbling here is 96, but it's not going to be 96 in the game because of his body type, which is here, I think, unique, but it is a bit more kind of muscular, a bit more bulky. This type doesn't really go well in this game. He will feel quite heavy, and also with the 3-star weak foot compared with the price, which is with the Premier League tax, this is, I think, a massive drop here.
I like that you added in the Premier League tax. That is 100% something you have to allocate for in FIFA. I've also got him as a drop. I enjoy using Salah. I think he's fun to play with, but once you get into those elite level games, you notice that he has flaws. At least that's been my experience when I've used Salah throughout this year. It doesn't matter if it was his standard, the Inform, or a Team of the Season. A lot of key attributes that you can enjoy and you can stand behind, but with a 3-star weak foot, especially late game, I don't want to pay the premium. I don't want to pay over 600,000 coins to have that limitation. Lukaku, back to the Serie A.
Back to the Serie A, and we spoke about him when he was like 1.5 mil, and we said that he would be okay if he was around 800,000 coins. And now he's almost half the price, so he's down to 700,000 coins. And I think for this type of player who has the physical excellence, he is very powerful, he's very strong, very tall as well. Double 4, great pace, insane shooting. I think at this point he is actually a cop.
Yeah, the price tag just didn't align. It was definitely paying some sort of upgrade fee because Lukaku, we hadn't seen a foot item this good. I agree with you. This is a cop now that the price came down. He's also a unique player. If you've gone up against him, if you've used him, he's different than a lot of other strikers. He has that real true physical presence. I know that EA is just handing out 99 strength on every foot item now.
Yeah.
But Lukaku, you actually feel that strength statistic. He is going to be a powerhouse up front, and now that he has the skills and the cancellations, it changes the dynamic of this foot item. Harry Kane.
Yeah, Harry Kane, and the 96 rating, same as Oblak. High rating, it should be, I think, the same price as Oblak, which is the cheapest SBC price for that rating, because this player, I mean, great player of course, but in FIFA, unfortunately, it's not gonna work out. He's also a bit bigger type, but he doesn't have the same physicality as Lukaku, doesn't have the same pace, doesn't have the same excellence. So unfortunately, Kane, unfortunately, but this is drop.
His price tag is so low that it's difficult for me not to tell somebody to at least try him out. I actually think that Harry Kane's one of the greatest passers we have in FIFA 21 in general. I would take Harry Kane's passing instead of Pirlo's passing, which might be a bit of a hot take for a video format, but this guy's a dime dropping machine. But you still have these issues, especially when you get the same situation. You get into those elite level opponents and you notice that Harry Kane's a problem. I think at the price, I'm gonna give him as a cop. I'm gonna give him a cop. I think he's fun to use. But if he was more expensive, this would 100% be a drop. KDB, another reissue.
KDB, yes, De Bruyne. And this card this year is not the same. Last year, his 99 was the best midfielder in the game. This one, I think, is just a bit intermediate. Like, he doesn't have anything special. He has a passing, but this year, in this FIFA, passing stats almost doesn't matter. Because they will still misplace a lot of passes despite having 99 passing, which is here his best trait passing, which becomes in this game quite pointless. Dribbling also is not the highest for the key stats, agility is quite low, physicality is okay but still not insane, and the pace is also quite average, and defending here nothing special for this price tag. Unfortunately, this year I think he is a drop.
Because we're looking at a similar price tag down between KDB and the likes of Jones. Who would you prefer to have? Because I think that SBC with Jones was like maybe 400,000 coins, if I recall. It's crazy to me that we're talking about a 96 overall Kevin De Bruyne at 500,000 flat. It seems like a good value. It really does. And the only thing that is missing from the meta, and it's a big deal, is the pace.
That's the pace.
Everything else is cool.
It is cool, but I tried him out this year and he just doesn't feel like he has anything special this year. You have so many better options for maybe even a better price, so
I think I'm going to join you with the drop here. I can't believe I'm saying that with 500,000 coins. What's missing with Kevin De Bruyne is some of the innovation, especially on the edge of the box. You need this really quick turning, and he doesn't feel as agile as he needs to be in some certain areas. I still think a lot of you will really enjoy him. Fernandes is definitely taking KDB's position for many pro players, competitive players, people just playing online. I think that he gives you that added oomph on some of the turning and the quickness and things that we're kind of complaining with KDB. What are your thoughts?
Well, he is definitely meta, one of the best midfielders in the game. Only thing is that he's very pricey though. He is, what, around 2 million coins I think. But he has the links, Portuguese links as well, United. Well, this year he is just insane. He has great dribbling, he has great shooting, the perfect box-to-box midfielder. He is lean as well, which this year I think is the best. Work rates are high. For me, despite his price, if you have the coins, end game option simply, I cop.
To make this very simple, there's a lot of players that are preferring to use Fernandes over Ruud Gullit, which I believe tells you how valuable Fernandes actually is, because Ruud Gullit has been the man. He's galloping through the midfield, he does everything, and the fact that Fernandes has started making into so many different teams at 5'10" instead of 6'4", he scores goals for fun. He just fits into everything that people are looking to achieve, even with this price tag. All of his versions are dope. Lewandowski, one of my favorite foot items this year, because he got like the upgrades that I feel were necessary to make him a lot more usable.
Yeah, he did get the weak foot upgrade, that was massive, but Leva, I don't know, I faced a couple of times, he did never really do much damage. Unfortunately, no matter how good his stats are, the body type in combination with the height is not the perfect one. And that will sometimes make him still, despite having 95 dribbling, he will feel sometimes heavy. Price is also quite good, but for me personally, that is a drop because you will not see him in any pro tournaments pretty much, I'm quite sure.
I think there might be a limitation from the pro end, but I think for what you're paying at 1.4 million coins, you're going to have a fantastic, very efficient striker in terms of scoring goals. He's basically a better version of using Suarez, if you're looking at that team of the season item, at least in my opinion. I'm still going to co-sign him. I'm going to give a cop here, but I guess the disclaimer is if you're looking to be a pro player, maybe not. I would say if you play 30 games, you could expect to get somewhere between 40 to all the way up to maybe even 60 goals per weekend. We'll keep it moving. Messi, 98, with 85 strength now.
Yes.
And stamina.
He got that physical upgrade that he needed. Stamina is now 91. He's also super strong. Maybe not the highest sprint speed, but dribbling is going to be insane. I played him actually 30 games. That was 3 weeks ago, I think that was. And he was one of the best cams I ever used because he has this insane left foot. I mean, he scores from any position almost, and is really a deadly weapon on the pitch. Passing for him is also brilliant with his height as well, and he's hard to stop. Price now, I think, since he's striker as well, centrally here, I think that is a good price, and for me, he is the GOAT, so I say here, I say cop.
Just the fact that he got the 91 stamina, the 85 strength. I felt as if Messi this year has been super difficult to defend, but those limitations and restrictions combined with his price tag made it really difficult to co-sign some of the previous versions. Because you didn't want to spend over 1 million coins for somebody that's going to be exhausted by the 65th minute or maybe the 70th minute. I'll make this simple. This is also a cop. I have so much trouble going up against him because I know what he's going to do and I still can't stop it. He almost gets an extra touch in the box. When he makes quick movements, I almost feel like he gets a secondary quick movement after the first touch or after the first cut inside.
I mean, his touch is really unique, and you can feel like when you have him in the game, when you control him, it feels like it is actually Messi.
Actually, Mbappe should have been before Lewandowski for just ordering.
But it's fine. Mbappe.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's Mbappe. He's 5 million coins. I think we're gonna have the same repeat opinion that we did a couple weeks ago.
Yes, and also this time as well, I can back it up with some experience on the pitch. Almost 20 games. I played with him this weekend, and I say that this is maybe the best item I've used this year on the ground. On the ground level, he is better than Team of the Year Cristiano. I think he's not having, of course, the same excellence in air, but on the ground, he is just unstoppable. The combination of this dribbling, the height, the body type, and also now, compared to Team of the Year +5 physicality, he is just a very agile train on the pitch.
Did you notice the 94 strength? Because that's a question a lot of people are going to ask.
Yeah, he is insane. He's so strong. One of the most elite items in the game. That is for me definitely cop.
Also cop. Every version of Mbappe has been a threat from day one. Nothing shifted. He's been one of the most effective players since the game came out. And every time we got an upgrade, that didn't change, that didn't shift. This guy's disgusting. I played against him a lot this past weekend. I didn't enjoy any of those experiences. He's starting to get the BS factor that Ronaldo has.
BS factor, yeah.
Selection. Yeah, where people just lob it to him or push it forward, give him the chance to do something special. As a through ball chase down player, Mbappe is pretty relentless. But here's Cristiano Ronaldo, who I still think is the guy.
He's still a guy. He's still a guy. But I think here, yes, that Mbappe is actually stronger than Cristiano, which is crazy. But he doesn't have the same height, he doesn't have the same excellence as I mentioned in air. And Cristiano, well, actually surprised about his price dropped below 6 mil now. Prices are falling, and well, if you have the coins, you should get both. If you have them both up front, it's gonna be unstoppable. I think both these items are better than Moments or 9 actually. For this price, I think both are definitely cop.
Clear cop. If you've gone up against this Cristiano, which sadly happened quite frequently for me over the weekend as well, he's got something about him. He scores terrible goals, amazing goals, stuff that's in between, late game goals. There's nothing more terrifying than a 90th minute corner kick and your opponent is Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't win those headers. He's such a different guy in the air compared to other players. And I could see to this goal, Ivan, this past weekend, where I thought he was going to header it. And Cristiano Ronaldo, one leg was on the ground and his other leg went above his head. And he did the full split and scores a volley and he never jumped.
Yeah,
I was like, what is going on? I was like, this is the kind of stuff that only Cristiano has happened to him. But that wraps up the video. Let us know, what do you think in the comments? Make sure to drop some love to Ivan. He's got to start training for playoffs now.
Just got in. Bro.
As always, he's linked down below. Make sure to sub up to his channel. Watch the live stream. The man's giving you the ins, the outs, God tier gameplay almost on the daily basis.
Pretty much daily basis, yes. I actually had for the last, I think, 50 days, daily uploads. Consistency is key.
Absolutely. I've been uploading here every single day this year. But I have a lot more content coming out ASAP. And if there's anything else you want Ivan and I to talk about, because we're kind of done with Team of the Season. I'm sure there's going to be additional promos, but
we have it coming now. Carnival is coming, or I think it's called something Football Carnival or something.
Yeah, I saw that announcement today as well, but I figure at some point EA's not going to announce something during a week or multiple weeks. So if you guys have any other, I guess, suggestions in terms of different types of lists that we could go through or you'd like to see us talk about, always open for those suggestions. But good luck to you, my friend. I hope the FIFA gods are on your side. Obviously, we'll be watching. I'll be commentating, trying not to be biased.
That's good.
And there will be another upload tomorrow.
Take care. Bye-bye.